What's going on, guys? Alright, so we are here at the storage unit here. Got the car nice and tucked up in here. Actually did a little work in here to make a little more room, but still pretty tight. Hopefully the audio is okay because the wind's blowing like crazy today. Today we're going to work on the rear end. I don't know if you can see not. It's got a little bit of a little puddle there. Not too big, but don't even be seeing that at all. But it's the rear end's leaking. It's been doing that for a while. I guess it never sealed up properly when I did the rear end. So we're going to take care of that today. Got some stuff for that. Got some tools. Just gonna jack the car up and so we can let the axle hang a little bit so we can get to the cover a little easier. I have a pan somewhere in here so we can drain what's left of the fluid out of the rear end and get it sealed back up. Got some ultra gray here. That's what I use. That's what I used on the first time, so I don't know why I didn't clean it good enough or what, but I'm gonna reuse that again. Got some Valvoline gear oil, 75 W90. Got 2 of those I'm gonna put in it. Some rags and parts cleaner. We'll get that taken care of today. Then also what I try to do is getting these windows put on. I'm just gonna throw them on. I'm not gonna seal them up or anything. I just want to just get them on because I want to take them back off once we get them pretty much reconditioned or whatever. So I'm just gonna bolt them on. I got the hardware somewhere in this jumbo somewhere, but when I get both these put back on, I got some new tires we need to put on. I got some Mickey R's we're gonna throw on the car, and I think that's all I'm gonna do before we take the car to Fox Fest. Fox Fest is about 2 to 3 weeks away, so I want to make sure that's all taken care of. What else? I didn't show in the last video. I don't remember, but I pulled out a lot of I pulled everything out of the car I don't need, except for the armrest. Actually goes to the driver door here so I can roll the window up. And yeah, it's like I said, the car it's not going any further. So got some jacks. I'm gonna get the car on jacks down, raise it up, let the axle go down a little bit so it'll be easier to pull the diff cover off. We'll get that cleaned up and we'll get it put back on. We'll put some gear oil in it and hopefully it seals up. But somewhere in this mess of a storage shed, I have a pan, but if I don't find one, I have 2 old antifreeze jugs at the back of the truck. I can always just cut it out and use it for a drain pan. It's not that much gear oil. It's probably got, I don't know. So yeah, and it's actually it's warm in this storage shed. There's absolutely no insulation here at all, and there's no wind until you get out to the other side, up to the outside. You get that nice cool breeze, but it's warm in here already. So yeah, let's get this car up in the air, well, rear in the air, and see what we're dealing with here. Alright, so just looking at the cover here, and I am really thinking the cover is not leaking. I think it's all leaking from this plug right here. This is the drain plug. I've tightened it down once, but I noticed before, well, you can't tell now, but I cleaned it up a little bit. But before those will leak, so you can see I put some RTB on it. Those stopped. I had putting sealant on the fuel plug, but you can tell it was leaking at one time a little bit too. So I think really my leakage is coming from is this drain plug here, because it had a nice stream of fluid coming down it, and I really think it's leaking from there. I gotta drain it to put RTB on it, so I'm gonna go ahead and drain it, and we'll get all that drained out. Then we'll put some RTB on it, tighten it back down, we'll fill it back up, and we'll put RTB on the fill plug, and we'll tighten it down. But I really think it's just leaking from the drain plug here. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna just pop it out, let it drain. I got some gear oil anyway, so I'm gonna let it drain, and we'll put the plug back in, put RTB on it, put it back in, and hopefully we can call that done. But so yeah, let's get that done, and we'll get to the next thing. Alright, so I brought the car back down, and I pulled the top drain plug to help it drain a little better. I really didn't think it through. Have it up in there like that kind of angle. It's not gonna really get all the fluid out. But yeah, got it on the ground right now, just letting it drain. I'm using an old antifreeze container to catch all my gear oil. So far the gear oil is looking up pretty good, which it should. It's got very little miles on it. But we'll let it drain till basically it starts dripping, and we'll put some RTB on a plug, and we will get it plugged up, and we'll get it filled back up, and hopefully be good. Alright, so progress report. May not look too clean on the camera, but they're a lot cleaner than they were. I don't plan on sealing these up, the quarter windows. Just gonna pop them in place for right now, and they'll come back out once we get the car painted and everything. But I think all I want to do right now is just put them in the car, and that's about it really. Still want to try and clean these up here in the future, but for today we're just gonna stick them on. I got this side clean as well. This was a little bit harder to do as there's very little room to work with. Got all the old gasket, or we won't call it off. But like I said, I'm just gonna put these in place and just lightly tighten them down and roll with it. Basically just for Fox Fest, so it ain't an empty window. But I got my box there. It's got all the hardware in it and everything. But yeah, I'm just gonna throw them in, just lightly tighten them down. Don't want to break them. But while we're doing that, letting the RTB dry a little bit before we put some oil in it. That's what I like to do. And once we get these windows put on, probably work on in the interior. I may even put on the center, the dash part. May put that in. I got the hardware for that. They'd be really easy to do. And yeah, so yeah, I'm gonna work on getting these put in, and I'll show you how they look when they're in the car. Alright, so been working inside the car a little bit, and I actually had to come out and take a break. It is absolutely hot as hell in this storage. I thought maybe it's just me, because you go outside, it's about 10 to 15 degree difference. Like, there's no air movement at all in here. I looked it up on my phone. It's 86 degrees outside. Feels like 87. But in this storage unit, it just absolutely sucks. But we're pulling through. I did some cleaning up in here with some wiring. It doesn't really look like it, but reran some wiring basically for the dash and the cable for the laptop. Got that put in better. Did put the dash in, got that bolted in, and all. I think that's all I'm gonna do in here. Want to get the rear finished up all the way. Got some gear oil I'm gonna put in it. Put some Valvoline synthetic. Don't need friction modifier. It don't have clutches in it on the locker, so won't need that. I'm just gonna pour the two things of oil in. Probably won't take both of them, but we got two things there. Should make it a lot easier. Just a flex top bottles, so, or bags we want to call them. So should make it really easy to put oil in it. And we'll get that sealed off. I want to see if I can get these tires off in the position it is. It's gonna be. I might have a little easier on this side, driver's side, but that passenger side may be a chore. So I'm gonna see if I can get them off, because like I said, I have some new Mickey R's I'm gonna put on, and these tires are done. These been on here. These are the original tires I bought when I bought the drag kit. So these tires are easy 3 years old, and I've never replaced them. So I want to put a nice fresh tire on and see. Hopefully she hooks. I have done any suspension mods. This car hasn't been driven really at all, except for driving here into the storage. Do need to figure out the brake situation. It does stop, but it doesn't stop very well. So I'm afraid to get this car up to 110, 120 miles an hour in the eighth, and she doesn't want to slow down. So I need to look at that. And that's about it. I may go ahead and take these seats out since they're not really fastened in or whatever. I don't know. We'll figure that out. Probably one of the last things I even worry about, because right now I'm worried about getting this car drivable, get on the track, and have some fun with it at least. At least make one pass with it, or 2 passes. So yeah, and I may try to lift this front up a little bit. I am on coilover, so I want to maybe bring the front up just a little bit. It is hitting the fenders on both sides. You do a full clock, but I don't know. We'll see. But guys, yeah, let's go get this oil in, and next we'll see if we can get these tires off. I may actually run to the gas station and pick up some Gator or something, because I already burned through all my 4 or 5 bottles of water already. It's like an oven in here. It's not even summertime yet. So, oh yeah, I got the windows in. They're dirty. They need a little work, like I said, but they're there. So, alright, so let's get this gear oil in. Alright guys, so gonna wrap up the video here. This is pretty much all I'm gonna do today. Got both the tires taken off, ready to roll. Hopefully next week I can get that taken care of. Like I said, I have new Mickey R's I'm gonna put on. I'll get that done. Pretty much got everything in here I want to take care of, I guess. I think it looks pretty good. Everything cleaned up a little bit, and I was kind of worried about the e-brake, but it does work. I was taking the tires off, and wheels didn't spin with the e-brake on, so I know the e-brake works. And I think I want to clean this glass a little bit. Whoever had the car for me, they painted the dash with the dash in the car, and they got some overspray on the windshield there, so I'm just going to clean that up best I can. I'm eventually going to replace it. It's got a crack in it. So yeah, excited. Can't wait to see what this car does down the track. Hopefully we can run it. Probably run it full potential. I have a duty cycle set up on in the Holly I built. It shouldn't make no more than 9 pounds. But if the car feels good and everything, we will turn it up. Because this car, both its engines have seen 16, 17 pounds of boots. So 9 pounds should make this car scoot pretty good. So yeah, guys, I'm gonna wrap this video here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Got Fox Fest just a couple weeks away, May 23rd, I believe, or 22nd. I think it's 23rd. So if you can make it out, if you have a Fox, this is a Fox only event, bring it out. But hopefully I can see some of you guys out there and everything. I think my camera's a little warm because I can see it a little choppy on the screen. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up this video here. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Be sure to hit the like button and don't forget to subscribe, and leave a comment down below. But until next time, guys, I will see y'all later.